Hey guys, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. This is progression log 18 now. Sorry I missed last week, and I don't have much to show you this week either, unfortunately. School's been getting really busy, and it won't get any better if I'm being honest. I've got an exam on Friday, and projects and stuff to do, and I've been busy enough where I only get like an hour or so of game time during the weekday, and with that I usually play like Helldivers or something. Because you don't really, like, an hour isn't really enough to get a lot of stuff done. And honestly, we've got some pretty big blockers in right now in progression. I'll go over that in a little bit. I've gotten some stuff done, but it's not so much. Um, and there's some Cosmic Eclipse got some stuff done too. I'll go show what she's done. Um, Over here, upgraded the liquid air distillation tower. So now we have with a fractioning distillery, so we get more of it. So we are very good on helium gas now. We were okay on it before, but we were using a lot more of it, and we're going to be using a lot more of it in the future, I'm sure. So I just wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. We're also running this at UV with the master parallel hatch, so I'd use ZPM hatches on this stuff because it does 50 buckets at a time, or no, it does. What's the recipe? It's a lot. It's a lot. It's 50 buckets, so that'd be 500. So like 1300, 500 plus another 300, so like 800 buckets or something like that. Um, anyway, so it's a lot. uh, yeah. So I had to use some pretty big hatches on that, but now it's fine. Oh, we got some ice there. Immediately deleted because we don't need that. As you can see, we have a lot of extra heavy fuel here. Oh, Jesus Christ. We have lots of oil, and we're not cracking it very quickly. Still, let's see. I think this one is the sulfuric. Let's see. Yeah, severely steam cracked heavy fuel. I still have not been able to get this to do. It's supposed to do the paralyzation of it, and I don't know why. I still haven't gotten around to fixing it, and I don't know. It should work. It just doesn't. So whatever, I guess. Um, Maybe I'll just build another one of these things, or like two more of these things, and just let it run. But that's a problem for another day. It's on sulfuric heavy fuel is voided over there, and at this point I don't really care that much. Oil is basically free. I just have to move the mining drill, the fluid drilling rig, and we get more. So if we void a bunch of it, whatever. We're kind of in that stage of the game where we have such massive buffers that if we do start voiding some resources in the grand scheme of things, it's not really that important because of how large those buffers are, that we already have effectively infinite of that resource before we start voiding it, so it's kind of like a big whatever. Well, I guess I'll go ahead and show playtime. I think we may have hit 500 hours. Let's see, time played is 21.06 days. Here, I'll go ahead and do the math on my phone real quick. That's 505 hours, guys. We hit the 500 hour mark. Man, I can't believe I've been here for 500 hours. You know what I mean? um, Whew, Jesus. Okay. Anyway, moving on. Oh yeah, I moved the miners after the last progress log, and over here I did set up a thing for to enrich diamond dust, and it looks like we actually blasted through most of it. I did want to keep a little bit of it around, just because of we need it for some stuff, but I wanted to get most of it, and it looks like all of it's gone. So we've got 532,000 diamonds now. um, the reason I set that up finally is we need diamonds for, I think it's the world seed or something like that. It's one of the items you need for the the ATM star. Speaking of the ATM star, there's oh yes, it's over here. There should be, here's the elevator. I didn't build this, Cosmic Eclipse built this. This is a specialized farm for netherrack, obsidian, dirt, some other things. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's for the world seed. Nope. What's it? Compressed netherrack. Let's see. Maybe it's just called like, I think it's like 6x you need for the dimensional seed. So you need all this stuff for it, and this farm makes a bunch of that stuff. Because the other farms that we had made weren't fast enough and weren't large enough, and Kaz decided to go do a new one. Oh, it looks really nice. I like this area. It's very pretty. Um, we can just go back up. Oh, there's another layer down. Oh yeah, it's just the access layer down here. So yeah, this is, I didn't build this, like I said, Cosmic Eclipse built this. But as you can see, we're actually pretty good. I think we need a little bit more netherrack, but other than that, we should be fine. Eventually, we're gonna grow some emeralds and diamonds in here, specifically for the dimensional seed, but that has yet to get dumped in here. Anyway, that's it for over here. Oh, Oblivion Shard. Nice. I think that's all I've really got. I haven't really been doing too much, so I'll go ahead and talk about now the blockers that's really preventing progress in terms of GregTech. And we'll go over here and talk about... So right now we need a new fusion reactor. And the reason why we don't have it already, even after, is because we need so much tungsten for this crap. You just... Like I talked about a couple months ago, actually, the #1 resource you will always be hurting for in this pack, if you play GregTech, is tungsten. By far, it is the rarest resource that you can get, that you can't get through any other method. Like you need osmium and stuff from, but you can use mechanism osmium, right? So osmium isn't a problem. Any other resource that, like the high tier resource that GregTech uses, is either you can get it from other mods or it's just not that rare. Like, you know, Naquita, it sounds like it would be rare, and it's also not. But tungsten comes in very small veins and has a really shitty ratio to be produced. Like tungstate, for example. Tungstate dust is processed in a chemical bath at 1:1 to tungsten acid dust. But it takes 7 tungsten acid dust to make 1 tungsten dust. So every 7 tungstate dust you get is only 1 tungsten. So it's like, it's horrible. It's a horrible ratio. And Scheelite isn't any better. I'm pretty sure Scheelite's the same ratio as well. Yeah, oh, it's actually slightly different. It's 6:7. So Sheila is a slightly better ratio, but not that much better, unfortunately. So you're always hurting for tungsten. Always, always, always. We have a tungsten B. I'm gonna be doing. Actually, you can see over here on the left side my pins. I'm going to start working on trying to get some tungsten bees going with the GregTech apiary. Actually, I can go ahead and show you. I actually built some stuff over here. This is where bees are going to go. This is a new district I just built. We have to do a bunch of other bee stuff before we can even make like the Mark II, like even the apiaries, for example, from GregTech. You need, I think it's these ones. You need dragonic chunks. And these require, you know, the dragonic dust, which requires the dragonic bees. So, yeah, we have to set this up. I don't know if these, let's see. They require the dragon egg. Oh, it's the spooky event. Hello, ghost. Goodbye, ghost. Anyway, so like we have the dragonic bee, so we can actually, yeah, we have a couple of those. I just have to get around to setting it up. So eventually we can set up the dragonic bees, we can get some dragonic chunks, and then I can set up some apiaries. And then once we have those apiaries, we can start producing the tungsten combs. Once we have the tungsten combs though, like, let's see, tungsten comb. We can produce this in the Apiary Mark II, which is what we'll do, and we're going to run this bad boy at UV for sure. And a tungsten comb block in the comb processor, which is a massive multi-block, by the way. We'll also run this at, like, ridiculously high, just for higher voltage tiers. Oh, it doesn't go up. Okay, that sucks. I'm curious if it's better to... I wonder, is 4 chances to roll 40% better, or 1 chance to roll 4 better? That's something I'm going to have to think about. It might be worth breaking these down into tungsten combs so you get more rolls, so you're less likely to get nothing. I don't know. Anyway, but once we have this going, and because like I said, like right here, like Apiary Mark 1 alone is just with one bee. Let's see. Oh, I guess this one has a 1% chance to consume it, or this doesn't consume it. So we'll definitely want to wait for the Mark II apiary um, before we do that. But it's 16 seconds for 40, which is really damn fast. So that'll be good. But we'll need some of these things, and this is gonna be. I don't even know how you get echo shards. Jesus Christ. Oh, you need warden. So this is gonna be a gigantic rabbit hole that I haven't even started looking down because a lot of it you need the dragonic chunks to make, and once you get that, then you can actually start. So that's gonna be a pretty big rabbit hole. Fortunately, I didn't have to do any bee breeding, because Sairai already had a bunch of the bees you needed, and he actually just made me the tungsten bee. It took him like 20 minutes, and then he gave me the extra dragonic bees. And once I get that up and running, I'm gonna build him a part of the deal was he would give me this stuff, and then I would build him a Mark II apiary out of GregTick machines, and then power it off our power system. So he wouldn't have to build all the infrastructure for that to get to because the Mark II apiary is not cheap. Uh, so you need EV circuits. Well, for him, he hasn't done any GregTech, so obviously he would be several hundred. It'd be like not several hundred hours, but probably like 100, 200 hours before you could actually make this on his own. You'd have to get to EV stuff before you could make it, and that doesn't count all the other crap that you need. I'm trying to think if there's really too much else to talk about. Like I said, guys, I'm sorry I don't have too much this week, and next week. I do want to mention a couple things before I go ahead and stop recording. I'm going to be moving all the progress logs to Sundays. That way I have a little bit extra time to play on the weekends, so I can I can play the Saturday before instead of doing it Saturday morning, for example. I can play Saturday and upload it Sunday morning. The other thing is, I don't believe I mentioned this last video. I forgot. I definitely forgot. Is I have a Discord server now for this channel. Some people wanted like world downloads and stuff, and I feel like some people might want to chat about Minecraft and stuff. So I'll post that'll be in like the description stuff. So if you want to get access to some of the world downloads, by some I mean there's one world. Hello, Ghost again. You're back. If you want access to the world downloads, specifically the antimatter chemistry one from the last pack I played, I have that there. So that would be if you guys feel like joining in, taking, chatting and stuff, that'd be cool. I think, yeah, that's unfortunately all I've got this week. Again, sorry about the short video and the lack of progress, but it is what it is. School's ramping up, and that's always more important than video game. I would like to play more video games, but I got other responsibilities. And like I said a couple weeks ago as well, this is my last semester, so I'm trying to finish strong. I need to do send out applications for jobs and stuff. I just kind of get like so overwhelmed with all the other stuff I have to do that by the time the weekend rolls around, it's like I always go, oh, I'll do that over the weekend, and then the weekend rolls around, and I'm like, oh, I have to do homework and stuff, and it's just an endless cycle, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. That's life, right? I'm wondering. I think I already showed this the last video. Yeah. Nice, more UV circuits. We're pretty good on that now. I'm very happy actually about the progress we've made overall. So like I've been really enjoying my time in this pack. I'm not gonna lie, guys. And while I would be happy to be done, I will be happy to finish and start something new. I am still enjoying my time. And I know I talked about before that it seemed like I had another 500 hours of gameplay, but I think Cosmic said she can do Botania pretty quickly, and that's like the last major hurdle, I think, between us and the ATM star. And then Greg Tech will be the last thing we do for sure. I think ours is mostly done at this point. I'm not exactly sure. Like I said, I haven't been doing any of the magic stuff, so I don't know. I do know that we do need actually a nomad bee. You need it for, you have to do bees for something. I think you need like the keys from blood magic or something. It's iron key. No, you need like key fragments or something. I don't know what it is. It's some key for something. and you can either make it through like the some bee or whatever. Uh, I don't know. All I know is there's like a key you can like run some dungeons that are really annoying to run, and I mean you have to run dozens of them, or you can get a bee to do it for you. But the bee requires to breed requires the nomad bee, and this is ridiculously hard to get apparently. I think you need it's like blazing bee. No, what else? What is it? Silicon bee? I don't know. It's like some bee breeding. Oh, here it is, the bloody bee. I think this is what it is. Or this one? Like I said, I don't know. I haven't been working on that. I just know that it's either grind out a bajillion dungeons or do some bee breeding, and we're trying to get some nomad bees for that because apparently it's the base, and it's ridiculously hard to get. As in, we keep trying to get the nomad bee and we haven't gotten it yet. Um, let's see. Hopefully we'll get some bees and stuff in there soon. I think I've seen nomad bees around, but I don't know where they went. So if there's a way of like just crafting the nomad bee, that would be great. If you guys know, besides not having to get one. I don't know what we're gonna do. We might just start grinding out dungeons and just start speedrunning them. We have the staff of traveling, so maybe that'll be a little bit better. Um, anyway, guys, like I said, that's all I've got. I know that's like sort of like the catchphrase is like, oh, that's all I've got, and then I go on for like another 15 minutes or something. Um, anyway, I hope you guys have had a good 2 weeks, actually. Mine have been pretty decent, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Everything's picking up, getting a lot of work done. We're like halfway through the semester at this point, so I have less free time than I, would ultimately like, but that's how it always is, right? Everyone has less free time than they would like. Um, I hope you guys have a good upcoming week. I think my next week is gonna be very busy, but I think it'll be productive. But here's hoping, right? Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next week.